Hello everyone. Okay, so in this video we'll talk something about the introduction of the philosophy, which we were already talking, and there is a remaining part. So, according to according to Ved, the Indian philosophy is divided into two parts. First one is the theist, and the second one is atheist. So, now we see the definition of this two theist and theist. So here as the common understanding, what we say that the person who believes in God are theist and who don't believe in God are atheist. So here is a little bit different in Indian philosophy, and the fundamental is a Ved. So whoever who believes in the authenticity of the Ved are theist. But the main thing is that uh, the authenticity of Ved, it means that whatever has been written, so to believe in those things, because no one can deny in the existence of the Ved. Ved exists in this world, but some they do not believe whatever is written in the Ved, so they are called atheist. So these are the different from a general understanding about the theist and theist definition. So theists are also called the orthodox or traditionalist. So they believe in the authenticity of the Ved, and we have six philosophy in Indian philosophy, that is the Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshik, Mimamsa, and Vedanta. And there are one more, that is Sri Aurobindo, who believes in the authenticity of the Ved. And about the atheist philosophy, that are called the heterodox or non-traditionalist, and they do not believe in the authenticity of the Ved. And there are three philosophies in India, that is the Charvak, Jain, and Bauddha, who do not believe in authenticity of the Ved. And now we will see some differentiation or some division of Indian philosophy, some part of the Indian philosophy in by the existence of the God. The Indian philosophy again divided into two parts, that is again theist and theist. So here this is the common understanding, that is who believes in God are Ishwarvadi. Here is the term which we use is Ishwarvadi and Anishwarvadi. And for Ishwarvadi we use theist, and for Anishwarvadi atheist. So we use in English atheist as similar as we talked about Ved, but there is a little bit different definition, is that Ishwarvadi believes in God and Anishwarvadi does not believe in God. So about Ishwarvadi, so Nyaya, Vaisheshik, Yoga, and Vedanta, they are theist philosophies in the basis of God. And Charvak, Jain, Bauddha, Sankhya, and Mimamsa, these are atheist philosophies of India. Now, there is one more point, is that Indian philosophy runs parallelly. It means that we can have the philosophy along with Bodh and Charvak. But in the Western philosophy, when one philosophy ends, then other philosophies start. So it works horizontal. The Western philosophy developed horizontally. Now we will talk something about the branches of philosophy. So, at first we will talk about the metaphysics, then epistemology, and then ethics. So about the metaphysics, here we will describe the term tattva mimamsa we use here in Darshan Shastra, and then automatically the word metaphysics we will understand. So about the tattva mimamsa is that there's a two term, that is tattva and mimamsa. So mimamsa basically means is to discover or to describe or to explain or to critique. These are some explanation or the meaning of term mimamsa. So when we use the term discover, so what to discover? Again, the answer is we can have the world to analyze the God, the soul, anything can be there. So when we see the main tattva, the meaning of the Mimamsa is to discover, and about tattva, so tattva can be the world or the God or the soul, anything it can be. And when the tattva is physical, so when we talk about the world is made by the physical element, so there is a materialism, because we are talking about the world is made up by the materials, so there is a materialism there. The branch starts, that is materialism, and then if we believe that the tattva is made up by the original or the root tattva is conscious, so or the spirit, so here the concept, it starts of spiritualism or the spirituality. Now we can also describe this tattva as the we is that tattva monism, or is there a dualism, is there pluralism? So this kind of description can also possible about the epistemology or the tattva mimamsa. And when we see that the tattva is the conscious or the spirit, the main element is spiritual. So when we talk about the consciousness, automatically the properties of consciousness, the happiness and the sorrowness and the joyfulness, automatically it comes with it. So this was all about the epistemology and Tattva. Now, what we have seen the division of Indian philosophy in the basis of Ved. Then we have seen the division of Indian philosophy in the basis of God. Then we have seen the branches of philosophy, that is the epistemology first, and now we will see the we have seen metaphysics, and now we will see the epistemology. So epistemology, that is the Gyan Mimamsa and Darshan Shastra. Mimamsa here the same term, that is the description or the discover, and about the knowledge, about the epistemology, the Gyan Mimamsa. So here we study about the source of the knowledge, the ultimate source of the knowledge, and how we get true knowledge, what is the form of the knowledge, and a type of knowledge, its boundary and its authenticity. So these all the questions we try to find here in epistemology, and we will discuss more about these things here. These are just an introduction, and this is in the series of introduction of the philosophy. Now we have ethics. So these are the main branches of the philosophy. Then it will we will study these things as the main subject. So about ethics, ethics is believed that this is the behavior of the common people in this social life. So in ethics, we mainly study that what ought to and what ought not to, what should we do and what shouldn't we do. So uh, if we do those things which is possible in the society, which ought to do, so for that we get appreciation and we get price for that, and for those things we ought not to do, so we get punishment for that. Uh, and uh, and uh, we get a kind of the insult in the society if we do some word insulting. This is also the definition. This is a little bit explanation about the ethics and the introduction of the ethics of what we study in ethics. So who decide that what ought to and what ought not to do? So there are several things. First is the law, the constitution. It draws the boundaries that we should do this, we shouldn't do this, and there is when the constitution, the law fails in some part of the life, we are unable to catch um, the crime. So there is a religion always. We have deep feeling that this is the wrong thing we have done. So there is a religion, there's a constitution, the law, and there is a society. We are in the moral prison always that what the society will think, and even at last we have the consequences of our all the works that we have done. What we have to face the problems if we have done something wrong. So these are the consequences, and this was the introduction. This was the main introduction of, or this was the some points which we study in ethics. And now, what is remaining? At last, and a very important thing about the introduction of the philosophy is that Karma Siddhanta, or the Karma theory, that is also called the Karmavad. So, Karma theory is believed that it is called the spine of the Indian philosophy. It, it is the spine of Indian philosophy, and the very a simple concept of Karma theory is that if we do good, we get good, and if we do not do good or we do bad, we get bad. And the same thing applies here. What we talked about the ethics, that the consequences, whatever we will face in our life, we have done something wrong. So automatically we will realize that this thing was not good, and this impact, the consequences, impact of in our life is very terrible. So we shouldn't do this kind of thing. Now we believe that there is a judiciary who will punish us if we do something wrong, and if we save ourselves from the judiciary or the police administration, so there is a God who is we say about God that He's everywhere, He's inside us and outside us. We lives in us and He lives within us. So we cannot save ourselves from the eye of God. So definitely they are always present there, and the religion and law and the constitution, society are always there for our those things which we shouldn't do. And when we see the concept of karma or the karma theory, so this will lead, because in karma we believe, if we talk about the god and we have done something, so Hinduism believes that we will again have to come here, and especially for the realization, the ultimate truth of this world. So we will get back into this planet again. So what when we talk about the current theory, so definitely there comes the concept of rebirth and pre-birth, and along with it, the eternity of the soul and the liberation. So this all the topics already comes with it, with the current theory, and this is compared with the Article 21 of Indian Constitution, which is a right of life, which is very fundamental. So it is compared with that. This was the basic introduction of Indian philosophy. This was in a three part of 10 minutes. Almost it was almost it was 30 minute. I am uploading this video in three parts, and later we will discuss some more topics, and it will not in the same subject as I am uploading this philosophy video. So it does not mean that again the next topic will also be from the philosophy. Whatever the topics are included there in our syllabus of philosophy, I can pick any one topic from there, and next topic can be from the history or the political science, or the polity or the economy. So whatever we can, means it will create a kind of the boredom. So that is why I do not want, for me and for you all else, I feel that the main thing is to complete the topic and to discuss the topic. So whatever the topic I will upload, that definitely will be based on the syllabus of the topic, and if not, so that will be related to the general study or the from the current affairs. So, and if I found something interesting, and or we should talk, so definitely we will talk on that. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. Bye bye.